when we talk about energy transition, the foremost thing which comes into the mind is adding the renewable energy. Basically, whenever we talk about energy transition, it is about adding the renewable energy. But the real challenge is not adding the, clean energy. It is how we deliver, how we, it has been consumed by the end consumer efficiently, how we distribute it, how we store it, and how it has been consumed by the consumer. India has done a remarkable journey of achieving the renewable energy targets. Today the installed capacity is even more than 50% in the country, but the actual use of renewable energy is still not happening. In my this brief presentation, I would be covering, on the modern utility infrastructure, that how it is evolving today in the country, and why the technologies like smart meter, communication network, grid analytics, and energy storage will become the backbone of this energy transition. We all know the urbanization in the country, the load increase which is happening in the country, and the new load points which are getting added like EV data centers. The expected electricity demand CGR is 6.65%. So the total demand in the country is going to rise in the coming years. And today our installed capacity for the non-fossil is more than 50%. But despite having more than 50%, which is a remarkable journey done by the country, the utilization, we are still dependent on the conventional source of energy. And that is the irony, that we are not able to make the maximum use of the, whatever development we have done in the renewable sector. So the time has come where we have to, shift from generation to the grid management, how we manage the grid. It's not only generating those number of units, those megawatts, it is how we are going to manage the electricity on the ground. Historically, if you see, the utilities are designed for the one side power flow from generator to the consumer. But today, the entire network is dual side. It's been communicating on the both the sides. Consumers are becoming prosumers, where they are having their own solar plant, they are generating their own electricity and feeding it to the grid back. So the time has come when the utility has to change from a generator, but to become a more of a managing company. There is distributing energy sources which are growing rapidly in the country, and hence there need to be a paradigm shift. There need to be a thinking which have to be a shift from just a generator, but to manage the entire multiple variables in the system. Now, basically, what is the modern utility? In my sense, the modern utilities are the digital nervous system. There is at an edge, there is a smart meter which act like a sensor. Then there is the communication network which delivers the data, which carries the information. The HAS and MDM, which are the software tools which converts that raw data into an intelligent, actionable data. And then there is a SCADA, which gives the real-time data, which gives the control to the entire system and the visibility of the entire consumption which is happening. And then the energy storage system, which creates a lot of flexibility. And the last is the AI. The AI gives the entire raw data converting into a business intelligence, that it helps you in making the predictive decisions in all your forecasting of the power and other things. Smart meters, many of us still feel that smart meter is a electronic device which measures the energy. But the fact is that the smart meter is the foundation of any digital, it's a foundation of the digital assets. In AMI1, where today around 70 million meters have been deployed across the country, the smart meter have given a lot of benefit to various utilities in the country. One is the financial one. They are able to have a visible consumption of the consumers. Multiple generation points are there. They are able to know that where is the generation. They are able to map their losses. They are able to map their outages, and they are also able to do their asset management, which has helped them in improving their revenue, which has helped them in reducing their AT&C losses, which has helped them in creating the consumer delightness, and also added a lot of technologies like prepaid technologies. The connection, disconnection has removed the manpower completely from the system for the meter reading and interacting with the consumers. So the AMI one has actually delivered this, wherever there is a basic base which has been installed in the country, has those utilities have accrued that benefit. The example, it goes like that: the earlier the utility used to get the consumer consumption pattern maybe once in 30 days, and now it is available every 15 minutes, even more frequent it is available in the country. So basically AMI 1 has delivered whatever the outcomes were expected from AMI 1 to deliver. Now there is a future smart meters which will be further smarter, which is AMI 2. What they will do, they will do the renewable integration. There is a multiple source of energy which is available today in the country. They will help in creating the visibility of the data which is available. It will help in the creating the visibility of the consumption done by the consumer, and hence it will improve the penetration of the renewable energy more into the grid. The demand response, today there is a multiple demand which is there through a data centers, through EV, where there can be suddenly a surge of the demand which comes into the play. And there are the multiple sources there is which are feeding the energy back into the grid. So this visibility of the data will bring a better demand response, can be better planning can be done into this. Today consumer is becoming a prosumer ship, where they are having through their own solar top, and as well as through their storage systems, etc., that they become the producer and they give it back to the grid. Distribution energy resources, today there are multiple sources of the distribution energy through various multiple channels. There can be integrated to one virtual power plant in the AMI 2. And when the entire things become digital, the cyber becomes the most paramount and most important component in the entire digital infrastructure. Outcomes for the utilities, basically the utilities, what they require the reliability, they require the sustainability and affordability, and there the technology can be the enabler achieving all those things, all the basic 3 KPIs which the utility requires. And I once again reinstate the technologies like smart meter, the communication network, the grid intelligence, and the energy storage are no more an optional technologies. They are must, they are very important in today's era in the digital ecosystem.